feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
So they say fans are questioning why LaRussell signed to Roc Nation. He talked all the shit about labels. So this became a thing. So LaRussell talks all the shit about labels and how they scam artists and even created an avenue for an independent to actually make a coin for their music just to sign to Roc Nation. One thing these niggas do is going to sell their soul to the highest bidder. Okay? People had mixed opinions, but that was a thing. All right? So a lot of people said, wow, as soon as he got lunch with Jay-Z, he's sold himself, right? Now, I don't necessarily think that, but apparently they're going off his own words. So that's the precursor of he's just came off of a lot of negative, polarizing move by going to Roc Nation. Then he gets on a podcast and it goes viral for what he said about Wayne. And then I want to go back to get the full context because I think he tweeted out saying this is a full context. Let's see. What did he say? And I don't want to take no one out of context. So where did he say it? He says, full context, case closed, wrap it up. The media will have you making an enemy out of your hero. Weezy, I love you. Good day, losers. So let's get the full.
Then I found Lil Wayne. You know, one of the homies put me on Wayne, and it was like bars. I used to have a notebook, just bars.
What was your introduction to Wayne?
So there's two introductions to Wayne. Yeah. There's an introduction to Wayne that's through culture and your parents that you have no merit in.
Right.
And then there's an introduction when you get to like dive. And mine's, I think it was like the Drought 2. And that was like my reintroduction to like, man, dedication mixtapes, the droughts. Like I just got immersed.
No ceilings.
Man, this was pre no ceilings.
Yeah.
I mean, the Carter 1 and Carter 2 were amazing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're like positively talking about Lil Wayne because our last guest shat on Lil Wayne so hard.
I love Wayne so much, but I understand how someone could be like, man, this isn't the Wayne that like I remember.
Right.
You know?
No.
I had a moment in my journey.
Did he do like a bunch of jump cuts while he says he's providing context? This is crazy. The idea of providing context is unedited. So if this was a 5-minute convo, put 5 minutes, not jump cut to make your point, right?
Where I had grew a disdain for Wayne just because I started listening to everything. Like I started maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn, I love you because I learned how to rap to you. But when you look at the contribution, it's like, man. But he was also a kid.
True. Yeah,
Wayne was a kid.
Yeah.
He was like 50.
Oh, so the jump cut actually took out the part where he said this nigga not rapping about nothing.
14, 15 when he came
Man,
out.
a kid.
Like, you know, because think about it, he was dropped out of school at 13 years
Yes.
old. Like,
Right.
You know, you're just like,
And he was adopted by gangsters,
Yeah.
indoctrinated to a whole
Adopted
system.
by the
who-
projects. Yeah.
It was like he gave everything he could.
So the jump cut takes out the majority of what people were trying to get at him for, which is you criticize Wayne. Okay, so now he's made a public announcement. Let's see what you guys say.
I'm finna blow the whistle on the industry real quick. In the industry, is two forms of marketing that's used heavily. It's seeding and it's clipping. Whenever you see academics, say cheese, rap, bars, etc., all posting the same thing around the same time with the same narrative, that's a seeding campaign.
Okay, first and foremost, and I will address everything here, but could we address the cameraman is out of breath more than the guy he's filming? The cameraman is out of breath. We're hearing him breathe too heavily, and I'm actually worried that we might need to call an ambulance by the time they get down this hill. Okay? Let's go back and I'll address everything.
Blow the whistle on the industry real quick. In the industry, is two forms of marketing that's used heavily. It's seeding and it's clipping. Whenever you see academics, say cheese, rap, bars, etc., all posting the same thing around the same time with the same narrative, that's a seeding campaign. That means someone gave them a budget and some content and a narrative to spread to the world. These two things have been monumental.
Okay, let me address the obvious. I'm the media guy. Number one, he's right. He's right as the two main form of like promotion these days is seeding and clipping. That's actually true. The only thing I would say is that, with all due respect, and it's gonna sound really big-headed, because I am top dog and top Don Dada, we don't do, everybody's copying what being said over there. We say what's going to happen, and everybody else got to copy it. That's just what it is. And also, I specifically make sure that there's nothing going out on my page that I don't agree with. So if y'all is, for example, I turned down, I don't know, actually I kind of got an idea who was paying for it. During Cardi's last tour, there was people paying to shit on Cardi, and I specifically told them no to probably about like 15 grand. I said, bro, Cardi's my friend. I'm not posting bad about Cardi. Like, it's not happening. You get what I'm saying? It's just not happening. So again, every media platform has that opportunity, right? I just know that we could dictate. Like, I'm happy to be in the position we are. So I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong. I'm just saying that we dictate what narrative we want to go with. Okay? That's the editorial control we go with. So you can't tell us to say X, Y, and Z. Now you could tell us, hey, alert people that a song is out. That's who cares. But if, for example, and people do hate campaigns. You know what I mean? People do hate campaigns on whoever. I know one was being done on Cardi. One was being done on, I actually talked to a rapper about it. There was one being done on, I got offered one on A$AP Rocky, and I told them no to, because I said, bruv, like, number one, I'm trying to do an interview with him. What the fuck do I look like? Just putting a hate piece. Well, it's kind of factual. It's about his numbers. No, I'm not doing that. But yeah, these things happen. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? Like, I'm the most truthful nigga in this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know what? I could tell people and still, like, I'm gonna still do what I'm gonna do. The fuck?
Beneficial to artists like myself as well, because whenever I have a viral moment, I'm able to mass distribute the moment to the world. On the flip side of that, most of these places don't have no integrity.
Hold on now. Stop it.
So as long as you got the budget, you could get them to post anything and use their platform. Yesterday, probably like 20, 30 platforms across Instagram and Twitter all posted the same clip of me at the same time with the same narrative.
Now, that's where I got to pause him and also say, first of all, yesterday was Valentine's Day. I'm not thinking about LaRussell on Valentine's Day. Also, if this was a campaign, I wasn't offered it. So I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. I wasn't offered it. But also, we didn't post about it, or I didn't post about it. The second thing, right, is that this idea, or what did you just say about, like, no integrity?
With the same narrative. 30 niggas thinking the same thing, watching the same interview at the same.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you here, and this is what LaRussell might not understand, right? Let me tell you how hate campaigns work. I'm giving you the real look behind the business. That means there's some other entity that got so much money, not only to promote their own shit, they got money to try to make someone else who they might be competing with not look good. So when I tell you that someone, and again, I could probably find out, but I don't care to find out because, it is what it is. Someone wanted, and I told Cardi this too. Cardi knows this. I told Cardi, I said, Cardi, they wanted me to post this. By the way, I can tell what it was. They were trying to have me post at Cardi's Complex Con where he promoted, when him and The Weeknd popped up and they did Timeless and previewed, I think maybe Rather Lie. They wanted me to post, they sent me something, and it was like the back of the crowd where like zero people or no people are, or they were by the door where people are walking out and they were like, look, Cardi's playing on stage and people are walking out. Put that out. And I'm like, it's not going to happen. Okay, not posting that. And number one. And number two, I've seen 1,000 other videos of Cardi killing it. I'm not posting it. I sent it over to Cardi because also I like to see where this is coming from. Cardi's not a media guy like that, but I kind of, I talked to enough people. I figured out kind of where it was, but whatever. So these things do happen. I'm not going to lie. What I'm saying to LaRussell is, brother, with all due respect, I don't even think that there was a campaign behind that. It's you mentioning Lil Wayne and criticizing Lil Wayne. Put it like this, with all due respect to him, I think I'm reasonably. I think I'm a bigger name than him, respectfully, when it comes to media, right? When I give my honest opinion, and I've always said like Lil Wayne's catalog and Lil Wayne's whatever has aged kind of like milk in the sense of I think he's the Allen Iverson of most of these like great hip hop artists, and it's because in his prime AI was like the best, but later on when all niggas talk about his rings, he doesn't seem as great, but he is great, and that's what I look at Wayne as. When now niggas talk about your classic albums or whatever, a lot of the Wayne shit is if you were there, you knew. Or, you know, there's so many unofficial mixtapes, so many Lucy songs, and verses are great. But, like, if you weren't there, you probably wouldn't know, right? As opposed to, like, let's say 50, like, he got quintessential albums, right? I go super viral for that, too. People love Wayne. Like, that usually, I've said that, like, a couple times, and it always goes way more viral than I ever thought it would be. Why? People love Wayne. That's the thing. They love Wayne. So I don't think this was a campaign, sir. I'm going to be honest with you, right? Not saying every campaign would come to me or would offer. I'm not saying that, sir. What I'm saying is that I think someone posted you online talking shit about Wayne, and every blog, if I wasn't just cool in having my, you know, but just, you know, having a me day. You know, everybody have the Galentine's Day. This was Valentine's Day. I stay to myself. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, if I didn't have that and I probably saw this clip going around, I would have posted it. Maybe. But the only thing I'll be like, do people really know LaRussell like that? But if they did, like, for example, if Fabulous said that, I'm posting it. 100%. If Fab said that, I'm posting it. Like, if Finesse 2 Times said it, I'm posting it. Of course. Like, nigga, you're talking about Wayne. Nigga, if you said something about like, yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, niggas be on Drake dick, but he suck. Everyone's posting that too. Again, what I would consider seeding for an artist like you is when you're not speaking about something that or someone that everybody's interested in, respectfully. If you're saying, you know, man, what people don't know is that like, yo, my first hit record, I recorded behind a trash can at Checkers. Okay, nobody really gives a fuck about that, but you know, it's a cool story. If your label seeds it, yeah, it'll be a viral story. Cool. Whatever. Yeah, so that's a seeding story. You talking about Wayne and what people think is hating on Wayne? Nigga, nobody got to pay for that. Niggas want that to go viral just to clown you. Niggas love Wayne, bro. Nigga, every time I talk about Wayne, they get at me. And I think I'm more popular than you. Respectfully. People just get at me like, yo, this fuck nigga act. That's why we don't like him in hip hop. Yo, they love Wayne, bro. It is what it is. Ain't nobody pay for that.
Time. None of them have ever posted anything from me.
Because you're not speaking about Wayne. Speak about Youngboy and it'll be plastered over the internet too. Speak about Drake. It'll be plastered over the internet too. Especially if you're criticizing them. You know who's going to make it viral first? The audience that loves those people. Then other people say, oh, okay, this is kind of going viral. Let's post it too. Not going to lie. Blogging is kind of a little bit monkey see, monkey do. I can't cap.
They ain't posted when I paid rent in my hood. They ain't posted when I bought out restaurants. They ain't posted when I helped these kids.
That's what your label is supposed to pay for, bro. Like who the hell is like, yo, let's go to LaRussell's feed to see if he gave some kids $100 in his hood. No. You get what I'm saying? Again, I'm just speaking about what people are interested in. I'm not trying to even diss you, sir.
They ain't post nothing I've ever done, but randomly, they all watching this interview and decided we should post this. And the title says, LaRussell says this about Lil Wayne after signing to Jay-Z. What the fuck that got to do with anything? That's somebody with a budget in content and a narrative saying, hey, go run this. Niggas want to try to tarnish what a nigga built, but you can't. The problem is God chose me, nigga. Man can't stop what God put in motion. They doing everything they can because I did everything they can't, nigga. I broke the system. I made it from my fucking backyard. It ain't ironic that all of a sudden niggas talking about LaRussell everywhere at the same time with the same narrative. It'll never work, nigga. I'm from the fucking Bay. Nigga, I break the internet. The internet don't break me. In the words of the great Dwayne Carter, real niggas fuck with me and I don't give a fuck who don't. And niggas can spin it however, but you know, my message was...
Yo, his health app must be going crazy. He's getting them steps in. Shout out to him.
Wasn't even out of malice. I love Wayne. Man, I wouldn't be the rapper I am today without. He inspired me to do so much. He inspired me to have bars. But he also inspired me to smoke weed, sip lean, fuck bitches, shoot guns.
Now, I'll kind of end this and give him this. Again, you're listening to Ak, who's the most transparent person in media. Sir, I'll give you this. I won't necessarily say cheese, but I do think this narrative right here. So this narrative right here, this one right here. That start, like, first of all, respectfully to you, a lot of niggas didn't know you were even independent. Respectfully, I know you probably think they do. A lot of people didn't know. When I did see blogs start posting that, you're selling out. I personally do believe that whoever your distributor was did run a hate campaign on you. I'm not going to lie. I do think that for that. But this Wayne shit, we want to talk about you and Wayne. Nigga, we would talk about, like, we might talk about AOKD trying to diss Wayne. We might talk about, like, D Savage talking about. These niggas we don't give a fuck about. Like, you know, we just got to be honest. We love Wayne. But I think you're a little bit probably jaded. Welcome to the industry, first of all. But you're jaded because I think this right here, whoever you used to distribute with that you probably left, what I believe is they want to get at you for leaving them. So they ran this to get a thing about you being a hypocrite to put you in a weird spot because your distributor, and again, I'm always right, brother. Come on. Come on. I guarantee. So this is why you have that thought. The Wayne shit, nah. Nobody's doing that. I'm sorry. Nobody's trying to pay for your opinion on Wayne. No. But this I do think, because this came right around the time of the announcement. I agree with that. Your last distributor who used to get money with you, who knows? They probably made $500,000, $1 million with you. They probably a little salty. They probably put, I don't know, 30, 40 grand into the ecosphere. Let's kind of ruin him a little bit that he knows you fucked up by leaving us. Yeah, probably, right? I think I gave you credit. I don't care if you sign a Rock Nation, my nigga. Like, that don't mean you're the big bad. Listen, Rock Nation has their tactic. I'm not saying you can't drop music with them. It's not like I have beef with Rock Nation artists. Like, no, go do what you got to do. You got family to feed, whatever, right? All right.